Insert stupid joke here. Hi guys! Welcome to an episode of Shock and Not Toy Reviews. Two, sometimes three idiots, one camera, and a review. I am one of your reviewers. Wilson. Sitting next to me is the bearded thunder big man himself,
Mr. Berg.
And in this episode, we're taking a quick look at this toy. It looks scary.
Neca's It. Ta-da! Empty box.
Pennywise! Look at that. That's decent artwork on the box, but who cares? That's a box.
So here is Peter Skarsgård.
Oh god, I have no idea.
One of the Skarsgård boys. I can't remember their name, which name, but this is the new iteration of Pennywise from the new 2017 It movie. I love that movie. I like most Neca toys until they break. He hasn't broke yet, so thumbs up. Let's start with the Sculpt and Paint, shall we?
Yeah.
I think this guy is sculpted to the nines. He's wearing, I can't remember, I read a bunch of articles like 1600 style clown outfit or 1800, whatever. Every little tiny wrinkle everywhere is detailed. The rivets or whatever, I don't know
the folds, basically. The folds. Or the fluffy parts of
everything, just sculpted.
Look at his head. Right? Look at his forehead, the folds in his forehead, and the cracks and the paint of it. And their purpose. It's amazing.
All the way through, every little detail is sculpted in there, all the way through the tassels on his leg.
Yeah.
Crazy sculpted. I love it.
Yeah, these. One of these balls is sculpted better than some toys that I've seen.
I think Neca knocked it out of the park with this sculpting on this guy. Looks great.
It looks exactly like the film. You could set him up in a diorama. It would look straight out the movie.
Paint-wise, I think they did a pretty good job. I would have to go back and check to see how faded some of the reds are, or if they're full reds. Since all the reds are like that, I'm going to assume that's what it looked like in the movie. Great paint job all around. The only things that don't look painted are his gloves. But again, they might have been that way in the movie. I don't know.
He was a very dirty kind of character anyway.
Sure. Even the white has got a wash on it to make it look dirty and used. The portrait of the character looks amazing.
Now, you said they've added some little articulation points or changed it up a bit.
So,
what have they changed? What's new?
It's the first time I've seen it. I don't have every Neca figure, but I've never seen it on one of them before. First of all, I just want to point out the ridiculously great range
Jesus.
on his neck joint. There's a joint in his neck. This is a separate piece. There's another joint at the bottom of his neck, so he can get
broken neck pose. Yeah.
I think that's the first time they've ever had a double neck joint. At least it's the first non-alien. Double jointed elbows, shoulder joints, swivel. They have a new wrist joint. Every other Neca figure I have has the pin that has a ball on one end that goes into one of the other, goes into the wrist, and then a pin that goes into the hand.
Is that similar to every kind of toy, like a Marvel Legends?
No,
it's different. Okay,
this is more like a Marvel Legends.
Okay,
so you can get movement in all directions.
Gotcha.
Now they actually have a ballpoint hinge, so you can still spin it around. That ball in there itself spins around, so you can, if you work it enough, you can get it to go in any direction.
So you basically have 2 points of 180 degrees movement. Okay.
I have not seen that in any Neca figure before. I'm kind of scared because it's a little tiny peg. He also has waist. He does have some hip movements. He does have the restricted thigh movements. It's not a complete swivel, and his leg movement is kind of restricted due to his skirt. It's very thick, and it is sculpted, so you can get some deep poses out of it. Double jointed knees, and then he has a typical normal peg system for the ankles that all Neca guys, or at least human figures, have. In case you're wondering if this guy was worth your money, this is one of their so-called ultimate editions, which comes loaded to the nines. So he comes with the crazy, how do you do that lip movement that wasn't CGI, he actually just does that head. And then he comes with normal, just angry, scary face head. Again, same great attention to detail and paint. And he has the creepy, weird, his eyes never look the same direction in the movie on purpose most of the time, so he's got that too. And there he has crazy monster thousands teeth coming out. This is the only place on the entire toy that I'm like, you probably could have done the teeth a little bit better. If you didn't know what it was, he kind of looks like he's just vomiting up pizza or something. For 3 heads, it's pretty fucking awesome. My favorite accessory.
SS George.
SS Georgie.
Or SS Georgie even says that on there.
It's a piece of paper, so it's got the folds from where they folded the paper. It's crazy.
Wow. Very clever.
He comes with a right hand blade, so you can have him do jazz hands.
Oh, look at that. 2 matching hands. Reverse flash.
He comes with standard hand is the one that holds the SS Minnow.
Oh, so it's meant to hold his...
It can.
Okay.
And you go, why does he come with a circle hand? Because
We all float down here.
he comes with a fucking balloon accessory that I've already broken.
There's a hole. There's a
There's
hole there. So go ahead and just stick it in the hole, Stuart. Is that difficult to do?
Not entirely difficult.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a little too heavy.
There you go.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Just wrap it around his wrist. It's very clever. This is very nice. I
Look,
like it.
here, look. Oh, wow. That's a great fucking balloon.
Here we have, a bunch of toys that would, of course, go together. Right?
Right.
Because that's what we do. Fucking Christ. Don't look at it. You know what you did. Don't look at me. Naughty alien.
He is 7-inch scale. These are some 7-inch scale aliens and predators. I believe they're McFarlane ones. There is a Mattel. Oh, shit.
It makes noise, though. I don't remember what kind of dinosaur it is, but it's fun.
Yep. So, yeah, he's perfectly in scale with all your other NECA 7-inch guys.
Let's just give some brief final thoughts on this guy.
I'm going to give him 3.5.
Wow, really?
Well, he's floppy as all fuck.
Yes, I agree.
I would give him a 4 if he wasn't as floppy. Probably a 4.5, but his leg joints are super, super floppy. It might just be my copy
That's
because a
fine.
lot of my NECA toys aren't floppy like this. It took a while to get him to stand. I want to give him the 4 because he just looks so amazing. He's so much fun. I've had so much fun, but
He's been the only toy that you've really focused on tonight, and we've reviewed a bunch of toys. How much did you pay for him?
I think he's around $30.
And you said now he's a deluxe
Ultimate.
One of their ultimate things. So, one, does that mean that he comes with more stuff because he's the ultimate?
Yes.
And 2, does that mean that they're going to make a non-ultimate version of him that will be pretty much the same but just with less shit?
No. What they've done is they've gone back and made figures that had no leg articulation or no arm articulation and very few accessories, and they made ultimate versions that were super articulated and had a ton of crap. So some guys just start off as the ultimate version and come with a ton of crap and a ton of articulation. Depending upon where you find him, he's going to run $25 to $30.
Okay.
They're giving you a better version for almost the same exact price that you bought it. So if you're into all this stuff, you'll buy them again. If you missed them the first time, you get a better version.
Yeah.
It's kind of the opposite of what DC's doing. The minute I saw this look, even when they had the crappy stock photo of him, Photoshop sticking out, I'm like, that guy looks cool. And that movie was cool, and this toy is cool. My copy is super floppy leg mess.
But you're still happy.
I'm super happy.
I give this guy a 4 out of 5 based on just the craftsmanship that's gone into it. I think really needs to be respected. I agree. He's way too floppy. He needs to be fixed. The accessories are great. To me, the boat, I wouldn't need it, but it's a great accessory that I actually never really thought of, and they did an amazing job on it. Oh my
It
God.
needs, the only thing I wish he had was a shoot off kid's arm.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay. I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Oh, yeah.
These kind of joints here make him look like floppy kind of sack doll like he does in the movie, and they did a very good job.
And I want him to look floppy
Yeah.
sack doll, but I don't want him to be floppy sack doll.
Exactly. I totally agree. For $30, I think you're getting a good deal. That's been our thoughts on this Pennywise It toy. Let us know what you think. Like the video, give it a thumbs up, please. If you don't like all this bullshit going on in front of the camera, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, please. Tell all your friends, family, anybody who you know may like toys, go ahead and let them know about our show so we can grow. You can visit all the Twitter and all that stuff in the show notes and down at the screen. And hey, guess what? We have a Patreon if you think this show is worth even $1 a month. Visit the Patreon page, because we give you, for just $1, so many things. Such as what?
I don't know.
Just check out the Patreon. We'd appreciate it. You don't need to. This is, of course, free. We're doing this for the love of toys, not for the love of money. The money just helps us continue doing the show. So, again, thank you for watching. We love all you guys out there. And until next time, we'll see you floating.